Welcome back to SnowRunner. You join us today on Drummond Island in the International Transtar 4070A as we're looking to pick up 2 lots of wooden planks and deliver them to Island's Bridge, which completes the mission of Bridges and Men. Now, I'm not expecting this mission to take very long. It's not too much of a drive for us, to be fair, from where we are. So after that, we'll probably jump into Scout 800 and go and explore the north of the map, as we haven't done that yet because we needed to complete this bridge first. So the International Transtar is the vehicle we're using to deliver these wooden planks. We're now just sorting out our route. It should be fairly simple. As I say, it's just a straight run, stopping off at the petrol station along the way, and then that whole northern area that's blank, we'll get the Scout 800 and head there. Hopefully not roll it. We're aiming for a 0 rolling episode, but we'll see how that goes. I know Stu the Gamer has been taking part, and he's magic numbers 3. So of course, I want to roll it 0 times. That would be my plan, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's get moving. I'm going to skip through the log station. I always and ah about this. So the log station itself, there is a main road you can use from it, but it takes you round. It's quite a long way to go round the outside. So we have been skipping through the log station, and it's a bit of a dodgy one, especially when you get near the road again, because it's quite a sharp right turn, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, it's this bit here that always makes me worry when we skip through the log station. Oh, a bit of damage there. It's quite a sharp turn considering you've got trees in the way as well. There's rocks ahead of you, so you can't really go too far forward. You've got to take it really nice and slow. There we go, we're okay though. Oh, trailer's tipping a bit. That's what worries me every time I do this, is the trailer tipping like that, but we're okay. But yeah, it's a fairly simple one, I think, delivering 2 lots of wooden planks. We kind of knew this when we saw the mission originally. We kind of assumed that's what it would be. Most bridges are wooden planks, sometimes metal beams as well, but generally wooden planks just to get them done. A bit more damage to the engine there. We are damaging our vehicles quite a lot recently, which is annoying, but I don't really know what we're doing wrong, to be fair. So every time you hit the odd rock and stuff, you just get a bit of damage. Around the trailers that we've just dumped there. We do need to clear these trailers at some point. We'll get to that at some point, I'm sure. Okay, across the bridge, and then up. We go up here and to the left, and then the petrol station's just on the right hand side. And then it's a straight run from there, a couple of corners, and we are done. Fairly simple one today. As I say, we're going to spend the majority of our time in the Scout 800 anyway, I think. There's not any part of this journey I'm worried about. I was a little bit concerned about the exit from the log station, but other than that, there's nothing really I think is going to cause us too much issues. I say that, and there could be something that I've overlooked maybe, but we'll see. So petrol station just here, so we can fill up while we're here. Always good to do that every chance we get. I think every time we pass either a carrier with fuel or a petrol station, I like to just to fill up, even if we don't need it. It's just nice to keep it topped up. That way we know less likely to run out of fuel, essentially. Okay. So we just need to go up this hill here. We should pass the Scout 800 because we parked it up ready to go in it next time anyway. So we should. It may just sit on the right hand side. Yeah, there it is. Just between the rocks. Just waiting for us. Okay. This is where we picked up the mission up originally. And now we just need to keep going through around the corner. And we should be there. As I say, nice simple one. Oh, that was a lot of mud. Did you see how much of the nose of the International Transtar just dipped down into that mud there? Wow, that's deeper than I was expecting. It was just a sudden jolt downwards. Nearly swallowed the front of the cab. That's not good. Okay, so the tractor unit is stuck. I'm trying to catch some trees here and get out. We just need just a little bit of a pull, I think. We'll do this. Yeah, that is deeper than you realise sometimes. There's a few times that's happened where you just see some mud and you think, oh, it's not too bad. And the minute you go into it, you regret it instantly. And that's what we're doing here. So we have to remember that this mud is deeper than it looks. Try and stick to the grass in future. Come on. The problem is all the trees keep falling down. That should be a sturdy one there. There we go. Yeah, it just nose planted into that mud there. Trailer's getting a little bit caught up, but it should be able to power through. There we go. Okay, let's get this bridge built. Deliver these wooden planks, and that is the job done. It's always nice to start the episode finishing a job fairly quickly. Planks delivered, and bridge is being built. And there we have it. The bridge is done. Task complete of bridges and men is finished. Perfect. Okay, so the bridge is now there, which means we can access the north of Drummond Island now. And as you can see, there's a few roads leading off from the bridge straight away. 2 watchtowers to unlock as well. And I'd assume some more missions to do. So I think let's park up the International Transtar in its trailer, first and foremost. We may need it again, we don't know yet. That's what else we find across the way. But we'll just park it up for the time being. Let's try and reverse it. This is what I find difficult, reversing these kind of trailers. I find the other trailers worse, as I've said before, the ones that you don't directly connect to, the ones that you like hook onto the back, I find them worse to reverse. But even this is tricky. There we go, that should do. Okay, so let's jump to the Scout 800, which is just a little bit back. There we go, and then we can cross this bridge and start having a look at what's over this other side, and go from there. We still need to complete the mission harbour delivery, which involves going to the port. So what we want to do is open up as much as we can so we can see the route to the port. Until we have done that, I don't think it's worth risking trying to bring the drilling equipment across again. I think it's best to wait until we know what we're working with. For all we know, there's another bridge to complete, so we've got to be sure that we're ready to go, kind of thing, before we go and get it. I think. I don't really know what vehicle we're going to use to bring it either. Obviously, the International Transtar failed last time, but it only failed because we tried to go through the water to avoid the bridge that we hadn't built yet. So, kind of let it off a little bit because it wasn't the International Transtar's fault, essentially. Of course, it's always my fault, but the vehicle takes some blame. But yeah, it wasn't the Transtar's fault, the fact that we tried to bypass the bridge as we hadn't built it. But I want to be sure we can make it in one foul swoop, I think, before we go again. Right, what are we working with up here then? Bit of mud as we go up the hill. Getting a little bit sticky there, but not too bad. And then I think this is where the junction is. We've got a left turn and a right turn here. Let's have a look. So right turn I think will take us towards the port watchtower. Left turn potentially to the other watchtower, I think. So we're going to head to the right. I think we'll ignore that left turn for the time being. Getting stuck in the mud again. There's some deep mud. It's always a bit, I don't know, it's always a bit surprising how much the mud grabs you sometimes. As you drive up to it, you think, oh, it's not bad. Then out of nowhere, it just stops you dead. As we did previously with the Transtar a minute ago. You know, just nosedived into the mud. It can be so deceiving. You think, ah, it's not too bad. And then, bang. Nothing. Okay, not too bad now though. The ground seems to be softening, hardening, maybe, I don't know. So another choice of routes here. We're going to take the right hand side and go that way, I think. See what's over this side. That's more towards the watchtower and the port anyway. As I say, I want to open this route up to the port. There is something here. What's that? That's a service trailer. Yes, it is. I thought I recognised it. So that's handy for fixing vehicles. Obviously, I think we have to connect to it first though to be able to fix anything. But yeah, nice to have a service trailer there. If we need one for a mission, we know where it is. Or maybe something we have to sell in the future. And we decide to clear up all these trailers. I've talked about it a little bit about going around and clearing all the trailers. I'm not too sure when. Obviously, I think after everything's done before we leave Michigan, maybe a quick run round. Whether we do it for an episode, probably doubt it unless you guys want to see it. As I've said before, if you do want to see us go around and collect all the trailers at the end, do let us know. But it's probably something we'll just do as soon as we've done everything in Michigan before we start Alaska. I think it'll be the best thing. Right, a bit of water to the left, so we're trying to avoid that. This mud is pretty bad as well, to be fair. This is the really wet mud that gets you really stuck in. Scout 800 will generally get through most stuff. Obviously it'll be a bit slower in conditions like this, but it is generally good to get through. Okay, this winds around a bit. Do not fall over already. Come on. No rolling today. Okay, so we're going to have another choice of route, a left and a right coming up as well once we follow this round. There's like quite a main road, doesn't it, there coming up? Although this track seemed to be quite a main road too, but it's definitely not much of a road, it's more of a mud track. But yeah, it does look like there's a main road coming up that may be different to this surface, which would be handy. It's always nice to find the main roads and just use them. It's quicker, easier, less likely to get stuck in the mud. Although, as I say that, we're stuck again. It's just so deceiving. You think the ground is fine. It's a bit harder to see what the ground conditions are as well in the dark. Although the lights are on, it's not the easiest thing to spot. Okay, so this is where the choice comes left or right. It does nice tarmac actually. That's pretty good. So there is a main road here then, that's quite handy. So, Watchtower's over there to the right hand side. Port is north. I don't think the Watchtower's near the port looking at that. Doesn't seem to be. Okay. We'll follow the right hand side and see where this takes us. You never know. Now we'll go right again because I think this is towards the Watchtower, which would open up the whole area anyway. I think the main road leads towards the port, I would guess, looking at how that was. Yeah, we're going to follow this route down here. Looks like we're crossing onto a little mini island. And then hopefully that's Watchtower, and that will give us, hopefully, everything we need to know about the port and how we get there. That's my hope anyway. Why is it always mud on a hill? That's something else I've noticed. There's always really tricky mud just as you approach a hill, so you don't get the momentum going up as easily. But we're okay. Scout 100, I'd say, gets through most stuff. Okay, a little bit of a water crossing now. Hopefully we'll be okay. This all depends if there's stuff to grab onto and if how bad the mud really is, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. As long as you're still moving forward, you're going to get through it. It may just take a little bit of time, but you'll get through it. Yeah, we seem to be okay, to be fair. That wasn't too bad. I'm not sure I'd like to bring anything bigger over or heavier. That might become a problem, but actually that wasn't too bad a crossing, to be fair. We've had a lot worse. Okay, up the hill. We shouldn't be too far off the Watchtower, I don't think, now. It was over this way somewhere. I think the contest that we picked up a few episodes ago, I think it was a few episodes ago, maybe one, maybe two. I think that's to bring something over here as well, if I remember correctly. Which will be an interesting one, because that crossing is not going to suit something heavy. I think that could be quite tricky. Although there are trees and stuff to go onto, so maybe that'll make it a bit easier. Right, we've got a left and right turn here. Right turn, there is something there. Left turn is to go towards the Watchtower. There is something just to our right here. So we'll go right first. It's not too far, but there's some buildings here, so which potentially there's either a mission or traders to find, I would guess. But there's something here, so let's have a look. But there's a trailer, actually. Looks like a trailer. Yeah, there is a trailer. No mission or anything, though. That is indeed a ramped flatbed trailer. And it looks like it's got metal beams and concrete slabs on. So maybe we'll need that in the future. There's a car in water there. I'm guessing that'll be a mission. Car in the water is generally a giveaway. Okay, we follow the other route round now, I think, and then that should get us to the Watchtower, and we'll open this whole area up. There is a lighthouse there. I don't know if we can visit the lighthouse. Maybe there is something if we do visit the lighthouse, maybe. No, my luck, it's a mission I haven't picked up yet. And we'll get all the way there, and it'll be like, nope, nothing here, and then you leave and find a mission to go to the lighthouse. It's like, really? It happens all the time. But I do like looking at these points of interest, just because you don't know what you're going to find. Things like that, them buildings there, yeah, it could have been more than a trailer. It could have been a mission pickup. It could have been an upgrade. But also, the trailer's handy because we now know that it's there. And if we need them materials, we know where they are. That's always the benefit. But yeah, I always like checking out these little buildings just to see. There'll be times when you find these things and they become useful later. So always handy to do. This is quite a tight road to get up here to the Watchtower, I must admit. Very rocky, very bumpy, not muddy as such. It's very dry mud, so not too bad to go across, but just very, very jumpy and rocky, to be fair. No, don't do it. Still on 0 rolls so far on the Scout, and I probably just jinxed it, to be fair. Okay, left turn here should be Watchtower, I believe. How does this path go? Okay, bit of a tight left. And then we're going through between the rocks over there by the looks of things. No, no, no. Oh, just saved it. Just saved it. Quick thinking there with the quick winch. Managed to save us rolling. We're still on 0. I'm enjoying playing this game with the rolling of the Scout 800, to be fair. I'm always going to aim for 0 because that would be the best result. But Interesting to see how we go. Oh, I didn't quite save it. Does that count as a roll? It didn't quite save it. We did a quick winch and it was caught it nicely, but it still went over. I don't know if that counts as a roll. I suppose we should count it as one of this episode. Right, we've got ourselves back up right though, fairly simply. And there's the Watchtower heading towards. Where do we get up? Okay, the road goes around the side there. Okay. There we go. Watchtower on our left. Let's get this up and running. Let's see what it has for us. So upgrade location discovered with the Watchtower as well. Anything else going to pop up? No objective. Mud wrestling. Okay, that doesn't sound fun. Forged by the sea. Okay. And 10 huts. It's an army reference. I will say that. Okay. So what do we got? Mud wrestling to our right. Port is above. Okay, so there's a big gap. So I'm guessing 10 huts is a bridge. That'd be my immediate thinking. So we still can't get directly to the port. Although we can from here. There is a road that will take you there, but I wouldn't say it's the safest, best road to use. So at some point we've got to fix a bridge for 10 hut, I would guess. That was a fairly simple route, to be fair, depending on what it needs. Mud wrestling, I'm guessing, is something to do with that vehicle that's in the mud down there. We've got a lighthouse to the right as well. Nothing showing at the lighthouse, though. But we'll probably still have a look while we're there. So I think we head back this way. Sorry, can't stop my yawn. Go around the edges and then we'll pick up the vehicle there. Even if we don't take it to where it's got to go, because we haven't actually picked the mission up yet. Until we get there, we don't know where we've got to take the Scout 800. But even if we pull it out and make it easier for something else to take it, at least that's something. We'll see how we go. But yeah, we'll head across. So we'll head back on ourselves and go back down to where we have the choice of right or left. And we went left towards the Watchtower. We'll take the other way this time. We'll have a quick look at the lighthouse as well, see if there's anything there that didn't show up with the Watchtower, and have a look at this vehicle and where it needs to go. If it doesn't need to go too far, maybe a case we do it today. Apologies for the yawning, it's been a tough, tough week. Okay. So we'll take it easy with the Scout again. As I say, well, I think we're counting it as one roll so far. So 1 is the count, but I'd like to keep it at 1 now for the rest of the episode. That'd be nice. So these turns when you're trying to go on uneven ground can get really tricky at times. I do consider changing back to the Chevrolet Scout. No, don't. Oh, I just saved it again. Just managed to save it there. But I think the Scout would roll as well, to be fair. It has a tendency of rolling as well, so, and it can't carry as much fuel on it. I know it has, I think it's got a bigger fuel tank, but it doesn't carry as much spare fuel. In fact, I don't think it carries any. I think we still need another upgrade or two before we can actually get a roof rack on it that can carry fuel. I think it can, when it has the roof rack on the roof, the Chevrolet can carry more fuel than the Scout can. And that's when now the choice between the two will start changing, I think. Because carrying the more fuel you carry as a Scout vehicle, the better it is, because then you can explore more rather than keep stopping because you've got no fuel. So yeah, it plays a big part of Scout vehicles. When you look at what you want from your Scout vehicle, obviously you want it to be able to traverse all different types of terrain. The amount of fuel it can carry, even fixing parts it can carry, matters massively. Because that's all part of its job, essentially. The longer it can go without having to stop somewhere to refuel fully, the better. So yeah, we might start using the Chevrolet a bit more again once we get that roof rack upgrade, but I think we're still a rank or two away. Haven't been to a garage recently to have a look, to be fair. That was a tight left turn. That was the wrong time to be yawning as I'm doing that, to be fair. Yeah, swung round there quite nicely in the end. I thought that was going to mess us up. Right. Getting stuck on the rock there. So we're nearly at the point of where we need to get to. No, don't do it. Behave yourself. So we'll see what vehicle this is. Oh, just caught the rock badly there. Front tyre damage, suspension damage. Won't badly affect us, I don't think. So this is the mission mud wrestling we can pick up now. That's a scout. We'll accept the mission. And then we'll go and have a look at what it is. But I think that's a scout in the water. Mud wrestling. Scout 800. I was right. Deliver it to the worker's house. Wow, that's a distance. Okay, that is over the other side. And it's a Scout 800. So before we put it out, I think we'll head up to the lighthouse just to make sure there's nothing there. There is a route going up. It's tight, but there is a route. And then we'll come back and we'll pull the Scout 800 out. Even if we just take it to the nearest road bit. So it's there for something else to pick it up if need be. At least it's that bit done. Because to get another vehicle up here I think will be tricky. Come on Scout, behave. This is when I regret trying to look at these things, when we have these kind of issues. But although this Watchtower didn't show anything up here, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you would physically have to be in that location for something to show up. So there is a chance there's something here. But we're getting a bit caught up here. We need to turn left if we can. But we're just a bit too far across. Come on. Don't let it roll down. Please don't let it roll down. We've only got one roll so far. I'm sticking to one. That's the aim. Just trying to get us turned. I need to have the winch connected, otherwise we're rolling. Especially at this angle. But somehow we've still got to turn. Come on. The problem is sometimes our wheels aren't even touching the floor. Oh, nearly got it there though. No. Oh. Saved it again. How many times have we now saved the Scout today from rolling? Okay. Still can't get this straightened up. I need to be more perpendicular to the road, and it's just really not doing it at this moment. Just can't get the turning. The problem is obviously the back tyres are your power and the front tyres are your turning. And a lot of the time our front tyres aren't on the rock. It's in the air because of the angles and stuff. So we're not really getting any turning coming in until we can get them front wheels down, just like that actually. Don't do it. It's not over yet. Engine hasn't stalled, so it doesn't count as a roll just yet. It's close. Very, very close. Come on. Please just go forward. Okay, may as well change our winch point while it was still winched. I didn't know you could do that. So if you've winched to something, you can still change your winch point. It would automatically just let go and restart. That's handy to know. Not something we've done before. We're not even at the summit. We must be. I think we're close to the summit. But I don't think there's anything here. I think, you know, other than seeing the lighthouse in person, I do not think there's anything here now. Doesn't look like there is. We can't fully get next to it because of that concrete platformy bit there as well, so I don't think we can get on that. So there's a lighthouse. We've been and seen it. Happy days. Tourist attraction done. Now we have to get back down. And I don't want to roll it down. That would be the easy option. Reversing seems to be our only choice here. We can't turn enough, I don't think. Maybe we can. We need to turn to get down the hill if we want to go forwards, which isn't going to happen. So we're just going to reverse it. This is going to be tricky. I think there's less chance of rolling like this though, to be fair. The rocks being so close together does help. Kind of guides you where you need to be. There we go. Oh, we did it. No rolling either. Okay, we're still on one roll for the day. So let's pull out this Scout 800. We should have enough power, I'd say, to put it out. I don't see why we wouldn't. I don't know who's heavier, but obviously we've got some upgrades on ours, so maybe ours is heavier. Not sure. But yeah, let's get this Scout 800 out. Try and get it somewhere close by the way it needs to go. We're not quite close. I'm trying to stay away a little bit. I don't want to be too close to it. Okay. We've got to give it the beans. We're rocking it. Is it moving? It is moving. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Scout 800 retrieved. Mud wrestling seems a weird name, although I can assume it's just a take on the fact that they're stuck in the mud in the water. Be my guess. Fuel wise, we're okay, but not fantastic. Not a massive fan of towing cars backwards either, but it's, the only point of connection we had was the back of it. To get to the front's going to be a bit tricky, especially where we are now, so we'll have to deal with it as we are. Hopefully taking the handbrake off, because that could be an issue. Right, these tight rocks though, when you're towing something, are going to be a bit tricky here. I don't want it to be too close to us, because that can also affect how it moves. So we've got to be careful how close the towed vehicle is, whilst also allowing it for turning it to get round the corners we do. Yeah, tricky. And we're not moving. Don't tell me it's too much weight that we can't get up the hill. I think it might be, you know. Okay. It's already out of fuel, which means we have to use our fuel to put some fuel in it. Which is going to limit how much we can do with the Scout 800, because it's now going to be carrying very little fuel. But we need the wheels, the traction, the engine power of the Scout 800 we're towing, just to help us over some of this difficult terrain. I don't think the fuel will last long, but at least it's helping us currently. And doing a good job as well until now. No! Okay, roll number 2. So anyone had 2 on their bingo card. We're at it now, so you want to be hoping there's no more. Right, back again. Need to grab this. We can't. Oh, what's going on there? I've got no camera angle that helps me here. Rear 2 wheels, the only one's on the floor at this point. I can't get the thing to come down. Winch over there, hopefully that brings it down. Come on. Camera is not liking this angle. Right, wheels are back on the floor. Just about. There we go. We still need to pull the other Scout 800 up. I can't go too far away from it. Just in case. That's the problem. Okay, come on, give it the beans. It's too heavy. I don't think we haven't got the pulling power, and especially this kind of slope, I think, is the problem. I wonder if it might be easy if we went forwards, but then at the same time, we still got to find a way of turning it round. At the minute, I'm not really fancying our chances. Right, we've managed to winch ourselves upwards a little bit more. Back to the Scout 800. Ah, no! Ah, 3 is the magic number. We have rolled the Scout for a 3rd time today. Let it calm itself down first. So 3 times on your bingo cards. The Scout 800 has rolled again. Always frustrating when it rolls. Okay, we've got to find a way of getting this back up. I'm not fouling this just because we can't get the Scout 800 to be on the right way round. Up, down, that one. That one. Also, previous episode we was talking about the new vehicle we gained back on Island Lake. Let me just doing 2 things at once here. We picked up a brand new vehicle, didn't we? And it was the Twin Steer. I think it was. We were using it in the previous episode. It's the one that's got the fixed back, and I kept saying over and over again it had no diff lock. Well, somehow I didn't realise I had no diff lock. I've been, even on the screen it tells you when it does, you just need to be in low gear to activate it. For some reason, in my brain, I kept thinking, well, it doesn't have one. But I've been corrected, it does have a diff lock, and I've checked it as well. Even in the video you can see it has a diff lock. But I kept saying it didn't have one. But it does have one, it's just engageable, rather than the Scout's one that's always on. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't see it. It's obvious it's there. I know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the right hand side above the gears. So yeah, I don't know what I was seeing or why I didn't see it. But yeah, that's me apologising for saying it didn't have diff lock. It does. And someone very kindly told us where to find the all-wheel drive for it as well. But we're a long way off going to anywhere like that. That's yet. Okay. Trees are in the way. We're still trying to get through this gap. I'm hoping once we get through the gap we can maybe pull the other Scout 800 up as well. That's the thing, we can't be too far away from it just in case. It does affect us now turning as well, that's the thing. No! So number 4, roll number 4 for the Scout 800. If you had 4 in your bingo cards, you are currently winning. Anyone lower than 4, you are now out. We will get an episode where we can do 0 rolling in the Sky 100. We'll get it at some point in the future, somewhere. Maybe not in Michigan, I don't know. You can just see the struggle it has, power to weight ratio. It just is struggling with power to pull this Sky 100 up with it. If obviously it wasn't connected, we could make this hit easily, as we are. But it's the minute we stop to try and pick up the other Scout and pull this up. Just that lack of engine power really affects it. But all we can do is keep trying at the end of the day. We've got to get it up, get close to the road at the very least. I'm considering taking it to where it's got to go, to be fair. Complete the mud wrestling mission today. What are we, around half an hour in? Okay. Obviously we try and make this episode between 20 minutes, half an hour, depending on the job. This hasn't got a specific job that needs doing efficiently. It can be just done when we can within this vehicle. So I'm not overly worried. We'll probably hang on until we've got this done, I think. I'm now in my mind, I'm saying to myself, yeah, we're going to deliver the car to the house. You know, we could just leave it, but no, we are going to do it, and I think we'll do it today. I think that's what we'll do before we finish. We'll try and deliver this to the house. If it doesn't keep messing around, why is it straddled the rocks? It's obviously straddled it because it's the angle I've pulled it, but still. Okay, don't roll over, Scout. Not mine and his, to be fair, whoever this is. Don't roll over. Engine installed, and that's a roll. Number 5. For those who had number 5 on the rolling bounty on the Scout 100, you are correct as it stands. Anyone under 5, you are out. Okay, we should be able to get this back up on its legs quickly, and it's simply, I would say, this would be the worst part of trying to get this vehicle out, the Scout 100. I don't think there's any other part of this mission, although we can't see the terrain very well, so we've got to deliver it, but I don't think there's any part of this mission that makes it, it's going to be tricky. Other than this section. And it is just because of the lack of road, the rocks, the angle. It's just horrendous. And as I say, it's more the angle than anything else that's causing big issues. Camera not liking it again. Right, come on, pick your body up. Let's get round this hill. We're nearly back onto normal roads. We're not far off. Which will be handy, because we need to do something about this. This is not the way I wanted it to go. Just got to keep going, keep trying. As I say, I think we could probably get out of here really quickly on our own, but towing a car is another matter. Actually in reverse. But we're nearly there, I think. I think we're through the worst. Are we through the worst of it? Maybe. I'll get myself caught on a rock here. There we go, it's coming towards us. Don't do it again. Don't do it. We're pretty close up road actually, that's not bad. Where are we going to here? Okay, we have to go across over there. Okay, so I can see where we're heading now. So we go back to the main road here, we go across this bridge over here. We're going to go to that main road and up there. It means next episode we will have the Scout 100 near a Watchtower as well once this is done. So yeah, fairly simple one I think. So we may as well do it now, it makes sense, we've already got it on the back. So we'll do that now. I wonder if we could have just gave him our Scout. I know it's a waste of money, but I wonder if we could. Some missions are locked behind what you have to take, some missions aren't. Some missions allow you to take from elsewhere and it doesn't matter. I think things like this though probably are you have to take from where it is. What's it stuck on now? Is it a tree or a rock? Come on. We're nearly there. We're nearly back on the main road and it's all easy. Come on. Let's get caught up. Oh, there's a tree branch on the right hand side on the floor. You can just see it. And I think the back end's catching. There we go. I think I've just squashed it. That might help a little bit there. Power! Come on. There we go. Power does it every time. Every situation needs power. Maybe not. Okay, so far, as we're bouncing around, we're at 5 rolls for this episode for the Scout 100. And we know in the comments what you think. Did you get it right? Did you get it wrong? Should we just use the Scout on its own and not worry about too much about other things? Maybe. This mud is causing an issue as well. I think, obviously, if the other Scout had more fuel in it and it was going forwards, I think if you switch the engine on, this would be a little bit easier. Reverse, obviously, it's limited speed-wise, isn't it? That's the thing. Come on. Through the mud. Been through worse. Been through a lot worse. I think maybe we need to disconnect. No, we're moving. We're moving. There we go. We were disconnected, to be fair. Just can't do anything. Won't pull out. It's just bogging down. You can see we're all-wheel drive as well, but 3 tyres out of 4 are stuck in that mud really severely there. But we're out. Okay, now we need to get the other Scout out as well. I don't want to really reverse too much to it. Come on. Get up this hill, we should be okay. No more mud is now my current thinking, hopefully. Need there to be no more mud. Come on, keep moving. Oh, this is getting stuck in the mud there. Look at all the mud around the tyres as well. Needs a good wash these vehicles, I tell you. Okay, we are back towing it. We're good to go again. Oh, that's a tight turn. Okay, we're okay. Right, main road should be fairly simple now. I think we should have a fairly simple journey. I say that. Rolled 5 times so far. This is where you start thinking, should I have just left it till later? Should I have just ignored the mission for the time being? I think a sensible answer would have been yes, but we don't like leaving things with a chance of doing one foul swoop, essentially. Right, the crossing, this is going to be tricky, I think. Similar to the other mud, apart from this is a little wetter. Maybe deeper as well, to be fair. Although probably quite close to each other, to be honest. The only benefit we have for this kind of crossing is the other Scout will follow in the wheel tracks of our Scout. So it should have an easier time to cross once we've created that path across. But it is just so tricky. And I can't winch because we're carrying the other Scout. Come on. Okay. We're out, but just see the Scout's out now. You can just see when it's that's the only one in, because it slows us down massively and pulls us back. But we're out, and let's keep going. As I say, the road is fairly simple, other than bits like that really cause you a headache. Lots of twists and turns though. So from here, we want to be going. Okay, we just want to keep going up here to the road really. The reason I ask is I don't know if there's anything else around that can cause us an issue. But we are getting there. Come on. Up the hill. I think there's some wet mud on the inside there that's causing us that issue. We're nearly out the worst of it. So the other main looking road, which takes us to Ten Hut and the bridge that we think we've got to build, that's on the right now. Straight over should be the road we want to take. We're going past a couple of buildings as well, so things may show up anyway without the Watchtower. I don't think we're going to get the other Watchtower done today. I just don't think there's enough time. Like I say, most episodes between 20 minutes, half an hour. We're running at nearly 40 minutes so far for this, so let's focus on getting the Scout delivered. And then that'll be it for today. I think that, yeah, that's got to be the focus. There's no point going after Watchtower as well. We don't know what the conditions are like. It may take another half an hour. I don't want people having to sit and watch for so long if I can avoid it. Obviously, I like to get as much done as possible per episode, but at the same time, I don't want people sat there bored because it's 40-50 minutes long. That's the thing. Okay, one of the markers is there, so we must be getting close now. I did space them out quite a bit, so we must be getting there. Rain is coming, just to make our life a little bit harder, as always. Come on, up the hill. I don't know if the damage we've done to the scout is what's causing this. I kind of think the power to weight ratio on the scout's poor. I think that's why it's struggling with all the other scout. Damage could play a potential part as well. Maybe it's a little bit lower than it should be because of the damage. But in general, I think the scout's done okay. I wouldn't trust it to do anything heavier, obviously. It's not been too bad. And there was some tricky terrain to get past, to be fair. So we're just following this up. There's a bridge coming up as well. There's a route to our right of a building there, interestingly. So yeah, well, we're actually going pretty well. Right, last little bit of fuel going in now. It's not much, is it? I can't put it in. Okay. Watch out for the rocks on the road. They're going to do some damage as well. But across the bridge now. We're nearly home free. And this one will be done. Definitely was mud wrestling though. Didn't think it would be as bad as it has been on some of them tracks. Getting there, I don't remember it being that bad, to be fair. But yeah, coming out with the trail on the Scouting 100 on the back, a lot more difficult than I thought. But tarmac, always fun. Now, the only problem with tarmac is all our tyres are poor on tarmac now because we try and use tyres for off-roading, mud tyres, all-terrain tyres, you know, that kind of thing. So the problem then is once you get to a point of this where it's tarmac, your tyres are rubbish on it. So we do need to be a little bit slow on the tarmac just to avoid any accidents, bashing into the sides or anything. But I'm not sure it's going to matter as we are approaching destination here. There we go. It's in front of us. It'll be the second box, I believe. No, first box. Task complete. Mud wrestling is done. Wow, what a journey. We completed the mission of bridges and men as well. Built ourselves on a bridge and towed a Scout 800 back to where it belonged. A good day. Again, apologies for the yawning. I'm very drowsy during the last 20 minutes of that, so hopefully I wasn't talking too much rubbish. But massive thank you to you guys for watching. We'll see you very soon for more SnowRunner.